be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Hancock-Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jaguars offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you...
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USF's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Bulls want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Barry Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them. There he goes! He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bulls!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Braswell. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. A strike downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's McLaughlin. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. An explosive return takes it all the way back to the 28 before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barber. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Jaguars! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bulls in the hurry up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Pulled and fired complete. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Jaguars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Graham. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Finds a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's high. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped shot, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Jaguars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Going for 6. Touchdown, South Alabama. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The Jaguars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Jaguars! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football power out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that set to the ground.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bulls are marching down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option, the give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Under fire. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, USF! Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Catch in the middle, it's Braswell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Graham. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down on that one. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Keeps looking downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the ground with the back. Bringing it back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. One final play before the end of the quarter. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's high. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Chubb. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Handoff to the fullback. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got it in the middle. It's Levis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Give him 6. Touchdown, South Florida.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose.
He wants to go deep. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Alabama. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Then pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. With the catch, it's Chubb. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Jaguars will have it 1st and 10. Well, jet sweep pass. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Makes the grab. It's Graham. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Peterson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching